Now, for this particular video, I'm going to be talking about my expectations for Dragon Ball Z Fukatsu no F, also known as Resurrection of Frieza, Frieza's Resurrection, kind of what I want to see from the movie, what I'm expecting, what I'm hoping, and overall just what I'm looking forward to. So for starters with this film, as Toriyama had mentioned in the past, I definitely want Vegeta to have a more focal point and have some spotlight, some major spotlight where almost, not necessarily that he's the one that takes down the villain as much as I would like that to happen. The fans just won't let it. They constantly want Goku, and unfortunately, they always give in to what the fans want with Goku. Personally, it would be amazing, especially since the huge connection that Frieza has with Vegeta. I think it would be perfect to give him his moment now. Either Vegeta goes God mode, awakens something completely different, whatever the case may be. I definitely want it to be, at the very least, more of a spotlight feature for Vegeta. I want Vegeta, people love him, I love him, and I want him to finally shine in this film and maybe surpass Goku. I don't know. Maybe in this film, it's like they got to leave it up to Vegeta, and he's ultimately able to do it. Also, I want a very good explanation, again, regarding Frieza and just how the fuck he's going to be able to compete with them. I mean, let's be real here. We've had the Cell Saga, the androids before Cell, Majin Buu, every form of Buu. They've just powered up beyond belief. So for Frieza to compete, either he has to get some sort of god powers. Maybe originally he was a lot stronger than what he was when we seen him. Maybe he was a god at some given point. Maybe he was the previous god of destruction and they took his powers away, but when he's revived back with those god powers. Something along the lines of that. I definitely want it to make sense at the very least. It can't be that he returns and he's kicking ass with no explanation as to how he got to that level, which I'm sure they won't do that, but it really needs to be legit because, again, Frieza's been outclassed many sagas ago. Also in this film, even though Gohan seemingly is going to be what, I previously mentioned, the tracksuit and all that other shit, I'm really hoping for him to have his kind of moments as well, like, because at the end of the day, Dragon Ball Z was really supposed to be, the Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Ball. Even though it's only separated in the anime, I felt as though Z was supposed to be Gohan's coming of age and kind of taking up the mantle that his father left behind. So in this movie, I think Gohan and Vegeta definitely deserve the spotlight, especially Gohan. Maybe he becomes somewhat of a god mode as well. Maybe there's a way for him to access some sort of powers. I also want them to correct, hopefully they do, correct the mistake of him being Super Saiyan, or explain why he's going Super Saiyan. Maybe since his powers have been latent yet again, they kind of went back dormant, and instead of going, Mystic Gohan, he can only go once again Super Saiyan. I would like for Goten and Trunks to get a little bit of spotlight as well. Maybe get an adult Gotenks transformation. I think we've been wanting to see an adult Gotenks for a while. See if he's still like that trollish little bastard that he was back in, when he was little, whatever. But I would love to see an adult Gotenks and just overall Goten and Trunks have their moments, because when they were little and they first showed up, I remember thinking to myself, like, this is the next generation, these are the new Goku and Vegetas, and they never really amounted to that. So maybe in this film we can get some of that. Also, I definitely want for this major plot point to happen where Krillin doesn't die. Like, that would be amazing, man. Just imagine Krillin is in the film and he doesn't die, bro. Like, and not to mention another huge plot point, I definitely want to see Yamcha not get Yamcha'd. Yeah. No, seriously though, I want more exploration into the 12 gods as well. Like, we got, introduced at the very end to the concept of all these gods or whatever. Let's learn more about them. Let's learn more about some of the other gods in the universe. Maybe this Frieza that we see is not actually the return of Frieza, but another villain entirely. Maybe it's not actually him. Maybe he was wished back and somebody else came in his form. I definitely want more. If it was mentioned in the end of Battle of Gods, then in Fukatsu no F, let's at least have some sort of reference back to that and get more exploration into who these gods are, and possibly any more sequels after that, we can face them. And most importantly, while I do like the comedy, and I definitely want some of that to still keep intact because that's what gave Battle of Gods sort of its charm, I definitely want it to be a little bit less, tone it down a little bit and get a little bit more of the action that we love. And again, Toriyama said that that's what he tried to do with this one, so maybe it will succeed. And I'm just hoping for a fun movie where all the Z Warriors have some action, all of them kick some ass, and just see something really that reminds us why we love Dragon Ball Z again. Battle of Gods reminded me why I love Dragon Ball Z, and it kind of brought it to today and age, and I hope that this one does the same, where it's like, Frieza's back, why is he back, how did he get these powers, and just overall a fucking awesome Dragon Ball Z film. Like, Dragon Ball Z is not labeled as one of the best action animated pieces of all time for no reason. It has amazing action, let's get that. But let me know what you guys think. What do you want to see see in Frieza's resurrection? Is there anything particular that you're looking forward to? Is there some predictions you might have, and just expectations for this movie when it comes out in 2015? And do you think that Krillin will actually survive this time and Yamcha will not get Yamcha'd? That's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.